Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about creating templates on the A5X. The Supernote A5X has been my daily companion on a whole host of tasks. It's where I manage my diary. It's where I do a lot of my reading and note making, a lot of my meeting minutes and so on. And there are times when I need to generate my own templates for my own particular needs. How to do that? That's the purpose of this particular video. So my philosophy in these videos is as follows. I'm going to use free software. I mean, I have a PC, not a Mac, and that will probably make a big difference for many. But I'm going to be using the Paint program, the standard free one that's a part of Windows. And I'm using, by the way, free software to record all of these videos and to edit them. Some people have asked me why there are syncing issues where my mouth seems to be a little bit behind the sound, why the music levels never seem to be quite right, why there are some edit stitching together problems. It's all because I'm just using free software and my computer's a little bit slow, so I can only do so much. Just an FYI. But this process is entirely free. So what do we do? How do we create our own templates? And I've got 3 steps for you here. And the first is to think about your needs, and then to do a little Google search and find a general ballpark idea of what it might look like. So let's turn to that straight away. So I'm going to search for a particular type of template that will help me space my writing better, so that I can learn how to write lowercase letters at the appropriate height more consistently, but without the slant, which I have with another template that I created. So here I've just Googled or Binged template calligraphy. Now let's see which one might be useful. This is a curious one. I won't use that. This is the sort that I was looking for. Okay, so but that's perfect for us to deal with. So what if you're really strict about these things, then make sure that it's passes all of the stringent regulations about whether you can adjust these things and all the rest of it. But you know, it is, if you're into that sort of thing. So copy image, and this is where I am going to launch Paint and drag it over to that screen. So here we are, copy and paste. Now I am going to move now into step 2. So this is the basic idea. We're going to make this something that we can use on the Supernote A5X. The first thing I am going to do is get rid of those things. Crying out loud. All right, they're gone. Now, in order to resize a lot of this, I'm just going to select a few. Let's say 2 lines here. That will form the basis for what I'm about to do, and the rest I can pretty much delete. I'm going to do that now, actually. So hopefully this is all visible to you, but I am now going to create a page, size, and then add this into it in a way that makes sense to me and for my uses. Okay, so first off, we're going to need to resize this piece of what will be the background, the template. You need to click out now, or somewhere where it is light blue, for reasons that will become clear. and then click on resize, change to pixels, and click off maintain aspect ratio. And horizontal, we need 1404, and vertical we need 1872. If it helps to remember these things, in 1404 the English Parliament passed the Act of Multipliers, which was designed to stop alchemists using their magic arts to create precious metals, thereby jeopardizing the economy. Utterly bizarre. But if that detail helps you remember 1404, then all the better. And in 1872, it was the first ever international football match between England and Scotland, which ended in a draw. Maybe those facts will help lodge those numbers into your mind. Anyway, now, okay. And we have now the right size. And this is absolutely crucial for the Supernote A5X. Get this wrong by 1 pixel and it won't work. Now, immediately I see these are way too big. And probably the more you do this, the more you'll get a feel for it. So I'm going to straight away reduce the size of these. Let's just play around with that. Maybe a bit more. Something like that, I think. But immediately there we see 2 issues. First, I'm going to have to extend these, and you can do it like this. But notice the space at the top here. This can be a bit of an issue. Namely, the tool selections are at the top of the screen on the Supernote, and I like to just keep that clear. So I'm not getting, that's not in the way. So copy and paste. So I'm going to copy this now and now paste again, and simply get it so that it's aligned underneath roughly the same space as previously. And then I'm going to copy all of this and then paste that, and so on. This is where you'd need just a little bit of patience, but we're almost done. So one more, and something like that. And there we are. I am just going to get rid of this line here. Does that go all the way through? Yeah, it does. Ah, well, for the sake of this demonstration, I think it'll be fine. So now going to save this document under, let's save it in books templates. Why not? We'll call this Cal 03 2021 and save. Here we then have the template, and I will show you now how to import it over. Now, I was going to click on the mycloud.supernote.com, but there's so much private information on there, it just didn't work. So all I'd say is simply then save your new template as a PNG file, as a PNG file, really important. And then upload simply to MyStyle, or just plug the device into your computer and copy it straight over to the MyStyle folder. And that's it. So I am going to do that in the background. I'm uploading to the cloud server in the file that I just created, cal03 2021, and it's uploaded. Now I'm going to sync my Supernote and see what it looks like. So here we are with a test run of the template that I've just created. And we go to templates, having copied it over. Now crucially, go to customization. Oops. go to customization, and we should find it in there. There it is. So let's click on it and see what it looks like. Okay, so you can see the top here. If I just pull this down, I left a little bit of space so I don't have to remove this every time, but I quite like it. So let's well, I feel that the letters, I have to write them too large for my own preference. The space between the lines is probably comfortable enough for some writing training, but you've got to use it in order to get a feel for these things. So what I would now do is I'd go back to the PC. I would adjust, I'd pick a couple of these lines, or maybe the whole lot, and just move up the selection so that the whole thing becomes a little bit smaller, so I don't have to write such large letters. I'd then go through the process again, save it, and try it and see if it works for me. And that is very simply how you make your own template. Well, I've just realized that I had a massive flipping great microphone sticking into the video, the edge of the video for the previous takes. There we are. But anyway, to wrap this up, I did want to recommend that you also go to Reddit and the Supernote discussion forums there. There have been, somebody has collated a lot of the templates that have already been created, which you might not find straight through Google. So do have a look on the Reddit webpage, and you can adjust some of them. That's exactly what I've done. I hope you found this video useful.